Welcome to this week's episode of Operation Support Local. I'm your host, Derek Fage, and as you can see, it is a beautiful fall day, and what better place to be than here at Saunders Farm. Before I get to that, I want to just tell you that we're getting a lot of great feedback, and keep those stories coming. Visit our website, rogerstv.com. If you have a story idea, you can reach out to our producers. Well, Saunders Farm has been around for so long. It's gone through a lot of different changes over the years, and as most businesses have, they've had to go through some major changes this year due to the pandemic. I catch up with owner Mark Saunders to find out how they are continuing to invite their clients to come here and enjoy the farm.
When the early lockdown happened for COVID, we started a drive-through market, so a drive-through grocery store, to service the residents in this region that couldn't get their groceries, they couldn't get a time slot at a local grocery store, or they couldn't get delivery out here. So we did that, and we did that for about 6 weeks. We also started campfires. So this idea that socially distanced, they're 30 meters away from each other, people bring their own camp chairs, we give them hot dogs and s'mores, or a bottle of wine, a charcuterie plate, and they spend an hour and a half to 2 hours in front of a campfire. So if you live downtown and you are in an apartment, this was, like the best thing ever, having your own campfire that you don't even have to go out and get the wood or start it or figure out where you're going to go. And this is just, you arrive, and it just became this beautiful sort of date night or family night. And it's been incredibly popular all summer long, all spring and summer and fall. Now we're booking them for the fall as well. So this is something that came about through these COVID times, and it's been so popular. I think it's going to be something we'll keep for many years to come. As a business owner, we made the commitment early on to keep all of our staff on, not lay anybody off, and just find a way to keep them busy and keep the lights on, as they say. Many people may know Saunders Farm if they come on Thanksgiving weekend or a busy weekend in the fall. We could have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people here. That's how big our farm is. It's a 100-acre property, and there's crowds, but people are spread out. It's outside. This year we're going to be operating with 100 people on the farm, so less than 2%. So when you arrive, you will probably not see anybody else on the farm this year. That's how sort of empty it's going to be, and that's what the gathering rules are restricting right now on in the city of Ottawa and the province. So we're trying to work through that with public health and city and whatnot, because we feel that, especially on days like today, this is where people need to be. They need to be outside, they need to be interacting with each other, and they need to be in a beautiful, safe outdoor environment. This year, it's going to look a little bit differently. They're going to come into the farm and they're going to walk, and we have some of our play structures in the daytime. Some of our play structures are open. We have our haunted hayride and our pumpkin patch hayrides. You can go and pick a pumpkin in our pumpkin patch. We also have an outdoor market now, which is different than we've had before. It used to be an indoor market. Now it's all outside and spread out, and everything is a little bit more spread out. Our mazes are actually perfect for social distancing, because you have about 6 feet between the pathways, and there's a huge hedge in between, and so you can go and enjoy yourself, get lost in the mazes. And our jumping pillows, we're opening one at a time, so we're going to have some people on there, and then we're going to move them on to the other side, and we clean that one and we go back and forth. So it's gonna feel kind of like a normal Saunders Farm, but fairly empty. And then at nighttime, we've really innovated the way we're doing our Fright Fest, where you enter, you're going to walk through the cemetery attraction, and then you're going to go to the Coven, which is a themed haunt with witches in it. And then you're going to go from the Coven, you're going to exit and go right onto the haunted hayride. You're not going to have a choice to go. You're going to go right to the haunted hayride. You're going to get off the hayride and you go right through Shambles. And then when you leave Shambles, you're going to exit into a spot where we have a full patio with drinks and food and beaver tails and whatnot. And then so you can have a drink and grab one and then head on out. And so it's a complete pathway that everyone will take this year, and we make sure that no one could double back and whatever. So it's the safest way to get through all the attractions. Now you must buy tickets in advance. before coming to the farm, because we will sell out. And we'll sell out these small, if we're only looking at 2% of the normal amount of population, we'll sell out a lot quicker. So you'll need a ticket, because in that ticket you'll get a time slot to come to the farm. So currently, like on weekends, we're selling 2-hour time slots. So 9 to 11, 11 to 1, 1 to 3, and 3 to 5. So you come for 2 hours, enjoy the farm, and then let someone else come onto the farm, so that we're not exceeding any gathering rules. And at nighttime, as I said, we're every 15 minutes another group will go through the haunts. So and they will be physically distanced and or put together with their cohorts, and that'll be all of our batchers doing that. So you buy your tickets now in 15-minute time slots. So get your friends together and come. Get your cohort together, as they say. There's another word for 2020, cohort and pivot. But get your cohort together, your bubble together, and get your group of friends together, and come and do the haunts together. That's the best way to do it. We've always supported our community. We've always supported various charities and things like that. We've continued to do that, although in a little less monetary way, but we hope to, we just know we just need to get through this, do what we can to support the community, and then once we open back up again, we're going to have the biggest, safest party for people around to come out here and hug.